Welcome to this Cerner tutorial video designed to show you how the process works for nurse practitioners and how that physicians co-sign the chart. So first I'm going to sign in as a nurse practitioner. Now, as a nurse practitioner, I have access to many more options in the My Experience window. Since many of our nurse practitioners work across multiple specialties, they need to be able to see the workflow that's most appropriate for that specialty. So if you work in infectious disease, you'll click here and then say save. You'll have to log back in to get the new view. But for this demonstration purpose, I'll reset it back to the neurosurgery view. Also with the My Experience tab, you can change the default opening window view, but I strongly encourage that you continue the message center so you won't miss any deficiencies or important messages. So I'm going to go back into the workflow. Actually, let's find a patient. I'll find a patient and document on that patient. So I'm here in this patient's chart. I go through the workflow. As I've pointed out in other videos, I have the option to document within the workflow, and this pulls into the note that's eventually created. Or I can go straight to the note, which is my preferred workflow, but it's all personal preference. So I've gotten to the bottom here, gotten all my information in my head. I'm going to click on Admission H&P. Now the Admission H&P requires a co-signature from the physician if a nurse practitioner performs it. So I'll click on Admission H&P. And we're finished, so I sign the note. Now, since I am a nurse practitioner in this example, I'm going to send it to my covering physician, which in this case will be me. Notice too that I had a favorite here. So if I remove this, click that X, and see it says select at least one recipient as a signer before you submit. So if I have a favorite here, by clicking on this star, it will already be there for me to check. And if I want to put a comment into the message notification box, I can, but I don't have to. One other note here for nurse practitioners, you may see this, I'm going to remove this, you may see this banner here even during a progress note, but keep in mind this is enforced from health information management side of things. So if it's a progress note, they're not going to require a co-signature from a physician. They'll be looking at consult notes and H&Ps and discharge summaries. So once again, I'll add my name back. I'll submit. Okay, and recalling the patient's name is MedStaff Patient 1, we're going to exit. And I'm going to go back to, I'm going to log in as myself. And you'll see I'm back in a physician's view. And in the message center, I should see a request to sign. So there's my encounter here that I need to co-sign. First I can open up the message and I can go ahead and sign it. And you see the nurse practitioner has signed the note, electronically signed. but I can also modify the note if I desire. And I can go in here and make additions. And then I sign again. Now if I go back to that patient, MedStaff patient 1, which actually was a recent choice of ours, so we'll go back to that patient. And there's our document. I can open the document to give a better view. You'll see my changes, but there's our signature from the nurse practitioner, and here's the signature from myself. So that's how the co-signature process works for both nurse practitioners, physician assistants, and then the supervising physicians.